Okay, we're live again. Yep. 3D printing feeding of the spare part went well. So what we do now is we paint. And what if you use too much? Well, still have other characters with the same color of hair and stuff, so I can take that excess and put it elsewhere. And this paint levels very nicely, so I don't have to worry too much. It's going to be dual colored wings. Do have to keep my eye on it. A bit over here. This paint still exists, but not this color. There we go. That's a bit, that's enough. And you can go and dry. There we go. Just be careful not to splurge onto the face. So this was a bit too much. That's why I didn't really do the sides just yet. Should be a bit more dark blue, but I'm probably gonna achieve that by shading. You can dry here. Lady Aqua, powers of water, guardian of water. I guess that was to be expected, considering the name. Dot in here. There's a bleep. Okay, this is all the hair of Lady Aqua. Do need to mute you. Here we go. Well, you are supposed to be the drying spot anyway. Then we have this one. That's a bubble. Not a paint bubble, an air bubble. There we go. You can go in here. I always think that my 3D printer sounds like generic jungle sounds. Like those generic monkey sounds. And the final one, there's quite a lot of bubbles in here, but I noticed this paint. Let's see, always keep it out of the sun. You can just pop them with heat. You do have to be careful not to melt the filament. And not melt the, or actually dry the paint too much. Another bubble. This one's going to be tricky because it needs to go into pink halfway. So I think I'm just going to make it all blue. So you have a nice coverage. And then add the pink later on. A lot of people called her Jinx from, what's it called? I don't even know where Jinx is from. It's from a game anyway. But this is Effa. And I did check it. Effa existed about 2 to 3 years before Jinx appeared. What's... Oh, that's hair. This is hair. What's this? This is outfit. This is hair. This is outfit. This is hair. This is hair. And this is hair. With complicated designs, you always need to check it. Doing it wrong. Doing it wrong. I even marked them. Where's my brush? Brushy. Brushy. There you are, brushy. I even marked it. Such a very not smart person. I even marked it and I still did it wrong. Small drop. Filament still going strong. This paint levels quite nicely. Let's see. Blue. Blue. And Dabadi Blue. Good. the... No, I shouldn't keep my brush in here, but it's a short time. Okay, so you guys can go dry. Purple. I don't have that much purple. And use mostly white. There's a lot of white. I think I still want to do purple first because it's less. And there's no purple in those guys. Wait, there's purple in here. Let me check if I can find the purple easily. That's indigo. That's purple. Let's see, no purple. I'm only going for definitive designs just yet. No purple, no purple, no purple. It's white. Well, there's purple in there, but that's going to be a mix, so that's going to be a tricky one anyway. Let me check. There we go. You can go into the pot. It's not the right pink, but the purple, but I actually like this better, so I just need a classic example. There we go. That's classic enough for me. Shirt and boots. Shirt, boots. And penny I know by mind. That's skirt. Or dress is technically not a skirt. Lady Kim has hair. Filament still going strong and almost done. And then we have shampoo. There's a lot of hair. There we go. Keeping an eye on my 3D print as well. Still 4% and a little bit of filament left. Again, this paint levels quite nicely. And it's done. This is hair. I'm gonna wait with releasing the print after a couple of minutes. Or a while so it can cool down nicely. Why do I keep doing that? I'm rushing things. Let me check first the thingy. There we go. Because now I have so little left. Not sure if I can do another set of wings with it. Don't think so. Even though this looks very metallic-y and wavy, it dries up, well, metallic, but flat. There's a lot of, I'm gonna grab it from the lid. Most of these will be turned into magnets because I don't have that much pin space anymore. My pin bag is already filled. My ETA bag, by the way, that's how it's called officially. There's a bit in the bell. Almost there. I'm gonna grab a little bit from here. And that's one. Let's see. If it's on the plate, it keeps on being warm. Gonna paint first before I start a new one. These are, if I don't put it on junk, blue in the back, gray in the front. Because filament change. Partly I would have an automatic system for filament change, and I know this printer can handle that. Just no space, very expensive. Oh, I'm running out of purple, which would suck because I don't have spare purple. I mean, it's good if I finish. Wait, no, that's not. If I recall well, those are gray. I have so much paint, so it's okay if I finish a paint. And I'm using a lot of metallics right now because I have plenty of those. And yes, the pants will have to be painted by hand because those are stripy. Okay, you can dry. Well, this already leveled out. Thank you very much. Don't have to do much. And I do have a neon orange with glitter in it, so I'm probably going to use that for the hair. Penny. And this is the one that actually had a little mistake in it, which I had to fix. So this was the first test print. And I decided I'm going to put this on my door of my little micro studio with the word open near it. So I still need to make the word open, but that's okay. So people know they're also welcome. I could do welcome as well, but you know, I don't have that much space on my plate. Okay, that's all the purple in Penny. And then we have Lady Kim, which leveled out nicely already. Probably gonna have to use my... Oh, that was not hair. This is hair. The other part is veil. Well, luckily the paint is still wet and I can move it around. Since this needs to be pinkish, that's okay. But yeah, that was stupid. And hello to you. Whew. So, what else shall I talk about? I mean, this is going to be released on YouTube later on. Despite even if you watch this through YouTube, that's fine. Because you can see it now live, and then I'm going to pull it offline and publish it. And there's a hair, or is it? No, that's just glistering. Is this old or new? This is old. You can watch it live when I'm streaming on either YouTube or Twitch. Then I leave it up on Twitch for 7 days because then it automatically gets deleted. So it's not something I have to keep an eye on. Okay, and there's one more part of hair. Okay, I think this is everything. Just let me check. Feel hair. Now we're gonna pull out the fire again. Put the safety off. This paint doesn't bubble that much, strangely enough. There we go. And that means all the purplish done. You can go here. How about I put you over here? There you go. You'll fit on here. Now, then I'm going to grab this one because I still have coins to finish. And the coins are getting better and better. You can go in here. You're my temp paint. But I'm not done yet with everything. These are my 2 paint wings, my set. And this one. They look a lot better on screen than in reality, by the way. This is gold paint, and this was my. You guys can go over here. It's my second, my 2 wings that I printed today. And this is my leveling paint to hopefully make it a bit more smooth. So I need to dab it on quite thick. And maybe next time I can, oh, this part's already smooth. I can start filling the parts with glitter. I'm also going to select a couple of characters that I'm going to paint in my home. Those are the little ones that you do if you have like 10 minutes to spare or something like that. Gonna need some solid grounds. Because if you want to level it, you need to level the paint as well. There we go. Whoop. To the side. Pick the setting, and later on I decided I shouldn't have to mess with the setting. Just kept it original. So that means a little bit more work, but that's okay. And I used a lot of gold paint for it. Gold paint is already, metallics are already less opaque, so you often need more of that. Except the ones I just slobbered on. The blue and the purple, those are quite nice. What comes with the coins? Yeah, that's quite a lot of work. Well, you know, the other choice was wasting them, tossing them, and that's a bit of a waste. Also, this is gold mixed with thickening medium for textured art. They say you need a 1-on-1 to get a thickening effect, but I use less and you get little thickening effect. But that's what you get for cheap thickening medium. And to the side. But yes, every character gets their own little coin, which I'm probably going to turn into, well, maybe inspiration coins. Inspiration coins are, well, that's just you grab a couple of randomly and then you pick something from it and try to make art out of it. For example, this one is white, this one is orange, and this one is red, no, a blue. And you pick those three, and then you're like, oh, I see a triangle for water here, so that means maybe something with water. And this one is orange, so I'm going to pick the orange of that, and then you try to create something and just be creative without having a solid plan. Either that or magnets, but then I'm going to need a lot of magnet space, which I do have, by the way. I do have a lot of magnet space. Little snowflake. The edges are already quite smooth, which is nice. And then I have to paint the backs. That is also a 10-minute in-home job. Because I have a couple that are done, by the way. For example, this one is done. Oh, well, ready for glittering, by the way. Yes, I'm going to make them old gold because that's simply a lot easier for me. And I'm going to need to recheck which coin belongs to whom, so I can give them the right colors. This outside ring is also pretty damn good already. And of course, like someone said, you can also make very nice coasters out of these. Just print them bigger. You're probably going to have a lot more detail anyway. I am currently painting. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm using a bit thick paint to hide some imperfections. So yeah, you're watching paint dry at the moment. Yeah, all these coins need to be gold. So maybe it doesn't look like much because there's already gold, but gold is a metallic, and metallic paints are quite translucent, so you need a lot of coats for those. This is one of the musical soldiers, and I can't remember which one. I think it's the Rocket Steven one. Of course, we do have the issue with lighting because of sun setting and all that jazz. It's 4, so do plan to continue for about half an hour more. But I'm just going to be coin painting, so if this doesn't interest you, I don't object. It is quite boring. I do know some people watch this later as background noise when they're crafting. There we go. Should make some noise then, so they actually have background noise. I believe this is the coin that belongs to Iranalhaya, but I'm not really certain. This one belongs to Keisha, which is one of my favorite coins. Or was this F? I think it was Keisha. Effa was a more chaotic one. I did try music in the past, royalty-free AI music, but there were still musicians who claimed the work to be theirs. So I don't want to do with that hassle anymore. Okay, that's tray number 1. Oh, this one is an easy one. This one is a back coloring. Front is done. Just needs the back to be colored. Gonna clean my brush and get my gold paint. The one without thickening medium. And as you can see, it seems like I'm doing nothing. You see some shades, hence why you know I'm doing something, but this is such translucent paint. Luckily, this is the back, so I don't need many coats. I'm gonna finish these coins and then call it a week. And then maybe next week again. At the moment, I'm not very, don't have a lot of time for streaming because crash streaming takes a lot of time. But I need to do this anyway. Still working on my audio novel. And while the recordings are done, I'm going to release it in both Dutch and English at the same time. Yes, I'm going to need to add some music. And I have a friend who can make music. Only they are not present at the moment. Pull out my keyboard, my kalimba. No, I'm not musical. I don't even know how to play them, but I can make some pling plong sounds. These old prints with different settings. Shouldn't have done that. Oh well. If you sit on the fire, you have to sit on the burns. And of course, I need to make art for the episode as background image, which I'm about halfway. So you can see that in my Tuesday streams. I think the characters I'm going to take to my home for painting are the red hats, because the red paint doesn't, it needs a lot of layers as well. I don't have many red hats, but I don't have much space to paint in my home anyway. This needs to be a bit more level. And you need to be a bit more clean. Unclean. There we go. Sometimes you shouldn't mess with the sensitive settings and just trust the machine, which I didn't. And this is the reason now I have to redo so much and try to level it with paint. There might have been easier ways, but this is the way I know. Don't have much luck with smoothing with heat. Yes, I did try that. And I think this one is EFA because it's not symmetrical. I have two ones that are not symmetrical. The other one is water. I think that one is already done. No. You still need front coloring. You guys need to, this is water. Yeah, but you guys still need front coloring. Why are you in my done pile? You guys are not done. You guys are done. Front pile, front. So many coins left to do. You guys are done. Okay, good. This one is nice and level in the center. There we go. This one is getting ready. I think this is actually the final layer. And then we can do the back and then you're done. I hope so. Oop. That means I can start glittering these. I do have a vacation coming up in a couple of weeks. I think I'm going to do a stream day again with art. Not sure what to draw then, but that's something for later. Still have a couple of weeks to think about that. Or maybe I'm just gonna do a cross stream. Whole day crafting. So if you're skillful enough, you can use these as bottom plates for standees. This one's almost done, which is nice. I think this one is decent enough to go for the backplate painting. I am amazed there's still 2 people watching. There we go. Plate done. You can dry over here. And then the final plate. This one is fine. This one needs a lot of... I think I need to make this one white first, because otherwise it's just going to take a lot of paint. No, this is my gesso. And sure, I have gesso. I don't know where. It's probably in there somewhere. But white paint does the job as well. I spray painted all the others, but this might work fine as well. Any other ones that need back plates done? Yeah, this is fine as well. Oh, whoa, you're gold. There we go. And to the side. You go to the side. And this is going to go in here. There we go. And when I'm done with these coins painting, I'm going to go offline and 3D print my last 2 sets of wings. And do a color swap. Which means it's gonna be benchy time as well. If I get a new roll of filament, I do want to print a benchy of it. So I have lots of colors of benchy. Thus far, I only have 2 because I have 2 colors just yet. And I did get 2 rolls for free, and 1 was a color I already have. Ooh, that's actually already done, that part. Shouldn't do too much with it. Which is nice if you get free rolls, by the way. I don't object to it. I'm not going to get those fancy color effects because most of my work I'm going to paint anyway. So why get special effects if you can paint it? Would just be a waste of the special effects. I have 6 more coins. And then I'm calling it quits for today. And then I've been painting for about 2 hours already. Quite some progress for the next year project. And my fingers are all gold again. They always get gold when I'm painting coins. Because, you know, I'm working with gold paint. Get those lines away. Otherwise you'll see that too much. And these coins haven't been painted yet, haven't been leveled yet. There's still a couple of characters I need to print. I use spray paint, gold spray paint, but it's just very light gold. It's a nice gold sheen, but well, not really the gold I was looking for. That's okay. At least it has a base coat. I think this is Unicaras because there's an hourglass. You have to be careful you don't plug the holes of the design. Use a lot of paint this way, but the result is acceptable. Hopefully future coins will have less need for reworking. I think this is when I reset it to the basic stats, so hopefully that means less layers. Now it's free, and this is water. Most of the designs are symmetrical. It's just chaos and water is not. And perhaps I'm gonna take a tray of gold coins to my home to do those. So you do a layer and you wait till it's dry and you do another layer. And you need to do that a couple of times because all the other coins were the same pale gold. I believe this is whale coin. Whale, the high one of wisdom, and something else. Can't remember. Not all the high ones are fleshed out just yet. And the final one. I think this exists. Science and air, if I recall well. Well, I know this was boring, but crafting isn't always excitement. I'll close down for today. Do some 3D printing offline. And then I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.